Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's Christmas time, so I thought what better time to take y'all all the way back with me and talk about one of my favorite Christmases I ever had when I was a kid, the Christmas of 1991. And if you can tell by the hoodie I'm wearing, you might get an idea of what it's going to be about. And that's what I want to talk about on today's episode. So roll that intro. So like I said in the intro, I want to take you guys all the way back to one of my favorite Christmases I ever had, the Christmas of 1991. And if you guys know anything about console launches, you know damn well what I'm talking about. Just a couple months earlier, in August 91, the Super Nintendo was actually released. And this thing was a phenomenal system. And don't worry, I plan on getting a video out talking about the launch of the console. But I wanted to make a Christmas episode, so I had to think, and I'm like, what could I talk about? Well, Christmas 1991 was fantastic. And one of the coolest things about the Christmas of 1991 was my cousins Casey and Travis. They weren't well off, but they had a little bit more money than I did. And one thing they got was a Super Nintendo, and I was super jealous. But they actually got 2 games that holiday season, and I just really want to take you guys back, show the 2 games that they got, and just talk about my memories with them, because that holiday week, we was all out of school, and I remember going over to their house and staying nights, and these memories are just ingrained in my brain because it's some of the coolest times I ever remember having. Let's kind of take a step back, and I'll switch camera angles and show you the 2 games that I'm talking about. And if you guys kind of followed the Super Nintendo console launch, you know there were some great bangers released at the end of 1991. So you guys might already know what they are, but I thought, why not take a look at these and just talk about some memories I had with them, because I know my cousins Casey and Travis will remember this, especially my cousin Travis, because we played these games nonstop trying to beat them. So hopefully you guys might see his comment down in the comment section below, because I don't know, man, this Christmas changed my life. The Super Nintendo was just, it's my favorite console of all time for a reason. So without further ado, let me switch the angles up and I'll show you guys the games. So I got my little display here, and I'm going to talk about the 2 games. I'm not trying to prolong it. Let's get into it. Before I do, I just want to give you guys a little tidbit on these 2 games. These games just happen to be incredible. These games could have been, pieces of crap, but if I had nostalgia for them and we played them during that Christmas, I would have talked about those. They don't have to be great games, but I just happen to play 2 of the best games on the system. Let's get into it. The first game, made by Capcom, so you guys already know, came out November 28th, 1991, and that's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. What can you say about this game? It's notorious, but it's highly remembered as being a fantastic platformer, especially early on in the Super Nintendo's life. And this thing actually won Best Challenge in 1991 from Nintendo Power. So the game was hard and it was difficult, but people still loved it. It wasn't so hard that you just quit the game. So I just thought it was so cool that we got to play this, and I just remember playing that water level over and over and trying to beat it. The bosses were fantastic. It's just, what can I say about the game? I'll take it out of here. Maybe it's like a little bit glaring, but this is the launch version of the game. So it's just, I don't know what to say. I just wanted to show you guys this because it's so fucking cool. And the boss battles were great. 2 that really stand out was the Hydra battle. Oh my god, just the graphics. The graphics on this game were incredible to be a very early launch title window game. This was expected to get graphics like this in like maybe 94 or 95. So this game went through an insane development. I don't know. It's just fantastic, man. Another great boss battle is the Death Crawler battle. I mean, what do you say about this game? It's just so fucking cool, man. And I'm glad I got to add this to my collection, because look at the artwork. I mean, just look at that artwork. That is incredible. Like, just imagine you being a kid and looking on the shelf or looking at the store shelf and seeing this game. I don't know. It was just, oh man, it was just so freaking cool. And the back is so, like, it's that early Capcom basic black with like a little bit of text. Later on, you would see these whole boxes would be filled up with shit. But it's just super, generic and plain, and I love that. It says, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Draw your sword, the quest begins. And I remember reading this at his house, like literally sitting on the floor with his big console TV sitting right on the floor, and us like 2 inches away from it. And he's sitting there playing the first level, and I'm reading the back of this box. It's just, I remember reading this like when I was way back in 91. It's just so crazy. Yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. A great standout title for the Super Nintendo, and I just can't believe it came out that early. It was almost a launch title. A lot of people think this is a launch title, actually, but it came out a little bit after the launch window. So technically it isn't a launch title, but a lot of people will say it is. The next game I want to talk about, this is in the top 10 games on the system. Let's cut the bullshit. And it came out literally a week after Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and that's Super Castlevania 4. Now, what do you say about this game that hasn't been said? This is actually some people's favorite game on the Super Nintendo, and I have no argument in that. It is an incredible title. It came out December 4th, 1991. I mean, just this game is just, it's so good. And Nintendo Power actually had this on the top 100 of all time. They actually had it at number 70, which I thought was kind of low. But, I guess being in the top 100 is incredible to begin with. So I could take it out of here if there's a glare for you guys. I remember us playing this, and it was just so freaking cool. The box isn't in mint condition, but, this is an extremely expensive game now if you try to buy like an actual mint box. Complete and everything with all the stuff. This does have everything, and it's the first edition, the launch version of this. Later on, they had a Majesto release, and then they changed this down here to a smaller text. So there's a couple differences, variations in this box. But yeah, see, it's got a little damage there. But like I said, man, you're just not gonna, I've upgraded this box like 5 times over the history of my collecting. Just Super Castlevania 4, man. What do you say? What can you say? Doom is at hand for the Belmont legacy as you enter the most chilling chapter of the most fiendish horror story ever told. Just be sure to tell your next of kin before you begin. I mean, it's just, oh God, so freaking cool, man. The whip was a game changer in this. A lot of people loved the whip because it could go 8 directions. The boss battles were fantastic. The level layouts were great. It actually had like the, mode 7 in it with different spiraling effects. Oh man, the boss battles were incredible. 2 of my favorites, one of them was Slogra, and the other one was the Twin Vipers. And I just, oh my God, just so freaking cool. Amazing levels, Terrace of Terror, the rotating dungeon, the Sunken Ruins of Lost Spirits. I mean, I could go on forever about how incredible this game is. I just wanted to show you guys these 2 awesome titles, man, because just think about that. One of the best game, like people literally think this is their favorite game for the console, and it came out in the first 3 months that the console was out. Isn't that mind-blowing? It's kind of like how I feel with Super Mario World. It's like, God, it was a launch title, and little did we know it was going to end up being one of the best titles on the entire system. So if you guys have any memories of these games, make sure to let me know about them, because what a cool time to be alive. I mean, the system just came out. You had insane games like Super Mario World, F-Zero, Gradius. All the launch titles were pretty damn good. And then you got these not 2 or 3 months later. It was so cool. And just imagine, opening these up on Christmas Day. Oh man. But I just wanted to show you guys, babble on a little bit. And, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Christmas episode. These ended up being some of the best games for the system. So, I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, keep on reminiscing, you guys. That's all it's about. It's all about, reminiscing on this stuff. If we wasn't doing this, these would be forgotten about. These titles would be like, these are old 90s titles. Like, no, there's a reason that this game in particular, it's an actual 10 in certain people's books. So they're especially their favorite Castlevania title in general. Thanks for watching, and keep on reminiscing, y'all. Happy holidays. Well, there you go. Thanks for sitting back, listening to me talk about the past, and, just reminiscing on the Christmas of 1991. I can't believe these games came out within a week of each other. Super Castlevania 4 and Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo just came out. I mean, it was a couple months old and it already dropped so many bangers for that console. It's my favorite console of all time without hesitation. I know a while back I did a video of a tier list of my favorite consoles. And I knew as soon as I started the video that it was going into the S category. The console is incredible. I have the most memories with it. I play it more than I play any other console now. So even my Switch, I play my Super Nintendo more than I play my Switch. But before I go, I do want to give a special shout out to my Aunt Teresa. Now, my Aunt Teresa was just fantastic aunt. She did so much for me when I was a kid, and she's actually Casey and Travis's mom. And just buying these games, they were so expensive back in the day, and I just thought it was so cool that we were able to play these during that week we had off from school, and she let me come down and stay the night. And also their father Bill, he that guy worked nonstop. And it was just so cool that he let me stay the nights and never complained. It's weird now when you're older and if you have a kid and they say, hey, can somebody stay the night? And you're just like, oh, Lord, I don't know. I had a long day at work or whatever. I don't know. I just think about that now. So it's really cool that she allowed me to stay so many nights and actually bought these games for them. So I really appreciate it. It's the season of giving, and it's all about family, and I'll never forget that Christmas of 1991, playing these fantastic games. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Happy holidays, and if you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section below. I'd love to see if you guys had, I'd love to see if you had actual memories with these when they came out. Maybe your parents bought you a copy of these. So make sure to leave your comment in the comment section below, because I'd love to hear about it. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. So like I always say in every video, it's all about reminiscing. It's all about the memories. That's where the passion is. That's the gold. So until next time, keep on reminiscing, baby. Man, such great games.